Hello, everyone. Welcome back to, I guess, After the Stuff. I'm your host, John Millsip. We are here breaking down our production draft for Dynamic Character Productions' third long game, Corkscrew Cove. I know you all enjoyed the ride, but here we are at the end. And it's an interesting season. We had some ups, we had some downs, just like any good roller coaster ride. And we have winners and losers because that's how drafts work. So let's just get right into it. Our 8th place finisher, unfortunately, isn't here. It's probably because she's just really embarrassed of how bad she did in this draft. McKenna Inglis ended up with a measly 10 points this season.
What?
With her team of Kolby and Tawni. So, Ian, Lilly, do you mind talking some Kolby and Tawni for us?
I'll take Kolby. He was bad.
Okay.
Don't care.
I mean, Kolby just wasn't present. Kolby couldn't accumulate points. Kolby wasn't submitting confessionals. Like, when you don't have content to put in the episodes, it's really hard to get points. Lilly, do you want to handle Tawni then?
Yeah, I think, sorry, that just really made me laugh. Kind of the same thing of Kolby is like Tawni, she wasn't present on video. And I think that is really what her points, but she was very present in the season. Like there was a big twist with her and Hathaway with their big fight. And so she did have definitely a mark on the game. We just didn't really get a lot of her perspective. But she had a little chaos at the end, a little self-inflicted voting out rocks, whatever you want to call it. But she definitely made a mark. Yeah.
McKenna, remind me, is being rocked out negative points?
It's just not as much as being voted out.
Okay,
so
do we
it's
have
like,
to adjust it for if you rock yourself out of the game from now
yeah,
on?
we should. We've had it happen twice now.
And I should have had 0 points. Lily, we should have had 0.
rocked out is -2, where voted out is -5. But if you were unanimously voted out, it's an extra -2. So
And there were a couple of those.
All right, well, let's move it along. I think we all understood going into this that McKenna was going to come last. So let's get into the actual, like, interesting numbers. So our 7th place finisher finished with 17 combined points. And that was Carrie with the team of Sam and Joe. So obviously Joe going out second really impacted your team here. But Sam was kind of, key member in a big alliance, but ended up being the first person of that alliance to go home, which didn't really help your point total here.
Yeah, I'm actually surprised that my point total is so low because Sam was like so present and he was in a bunch of confessionals. And I'm thinking about it, and I feel like he rocked out
with an idol will really do it to you.
Oh, it was the
idol.
Yeah. Yeah, the
Finding the
idol
idol kind of negated when you're voted out with it for points in this.
Yeah, that's what does it. That idol gets you.
It happens.
Oh, right. And coming in 6th place with 18 points, one more than Carrie, is Kylie.
I knew it.
Kylie with your team of Josh and Gabby. So obviously, Josh, one of the victims of a major blindside in the pre-merge. Gabby making it all the way to Final 5 just to be rocked out of the game. How are you feeling about their games in total?
Josh, gone too soon. So much more potential in that guy, let me tell you. And then Gabbo, as I like to refer to her, I think she did awesome. Okay, she had an idol used on her, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Did I get points for that?
Correct. Idol play goes to Bryant.
Yeah, well, she should get points. So in my heart, Gabbo, like, how awesome is that to get an idol used on you by someone else correctly? I think I demand a recount the votes. But yeah, Gabbo did so good. I'm really proud of her for getting as far as she did. Immunity went by herself. So good. So yeah, I'm impressed with my team. I'm shocked that I'm so low with points, but like I said, if I got points rightfully so.
Gabby's confessional count was not high.
Shocking. Okay.
I can't believe McKenna took out all of Gabby's confessionals to
Yes.
sabotage you, Kylie.
True. Sabotage. Anyway, still happy with my team.
Well, even if you had gotten extra points for the idol being played on Gabby by someone else, you would have needed 10 points to get more than the person sitting directly beside you, Kyle, coming in 5th with Bryant and Tommy.
Yes, I get the points for that. Look, Tommy, he could just never get really anything going in the game. So fortunately, he went out pretty early in a big unanimous vote, no less. So that kind of hurt. Bryant, in my opinion, player of the season, correct idol play on the first vote, was a big time mover and shaker. Lots of screen presence, made it very far. So I'm thrilled. I'm thrilled with that choice. Very, very proud of both my guys.
Absolutely. I mean, arguably, Bryant was an immunity win away from winning the season, and did it in the most epic fashion possible with 2 rounds of sudden death to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, with 1 more point than Kyle, it's McKenna with her team of Jordyn and Jared.
Yes. Jared, first boot. Someone had to draft the first boot, so that's sad. But Jordyn really anchored my team here, winning 2 immunities, and she was in a dominant alliance until the Sam blindside, and she got 6th place, like Ian said. And so I was really proud of how Jordyn did for my team and well represented.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, obviously, Jordyn's 2-time player. We knew what we were getting with Jordyn bringing her back, and she did not disappoint.
Mm-hmm.
All right, at least 3 of us left. Myself, Austin, and Alex. And if you remember, we were kind of towards the tail end of that draft, with McKenna Inglis taking, some grenades for us to make it easier for us to draft some strong teams. So next, in 3rd place with 36 points, the team of Erin and Cade, belonging to Alex.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Erin, why'd you cry on me? Why'd you cry on me? I could have gone second. I know you'll actually watch this, so I know you're gonna be in my DMs once you hear this, and I'm ready for it. But really, I can't be anything but satisfied with my draft team. Cade was definitely one that I took a shot in the dark with, just because I just liked the presence from his interview, and his app. So I'm very happy with it. Turn your camera down when you're doing confessionals in the future, bud. Please. But he's a king. Love him. And then Erin, a friend of mine for a while now. I was so happy to see her play our game. I loved her arc in this game, and I just wish it could have been 1 round sooner.
Yeah, I mean, you have 2 of the biggest characters on the season. And I think Cade really started picking up in that post-merge section, obviously, where he's flipping onto the comas and everything. Had he been a little more present in that pre-merge section, I think, and maybe not even just on Winner's Beach for a lot of the pre-merge, you would have picked up quite a few more points there. But the -6 points you got from Erin crying wasn't enough to get you into 2nd place. That honor belongs to Austin with 53 points with his team of Benji and Ryan.
I may not have gotten the win, but I am so happy with how my team performed. Having Benji on my team, I was so excited to see him play again. He could have gotten first boot, and I still would have been proud of him. And Ryan was just an absolute character this season. I was waiting all season to rewatch that duck monologue at that tribal council. So yeah, very, very happy to see how my team performed.
Yeah, absolutely. Even with Benji being the merge boot there, and one of the biggest episodes of the season, Ryan making it all the way to 2nd place, just coming up short of the win. Obviously bolstered your numbers there quite a bit. Honestly, both of these 2, very impressive. Benji, yes, buddied up with Erin, and that made his target bigger than I think it would have been if he was not with Erin. but you know what? That happens sometimes, and that also leaves me as the winner. And that's what's really
Shut up,
important here. Because I'm going to remind you, Austin had 53 points. And I, with my team of Ben Katz and Ben Hathaway, had a total of 89 points on the season. So not really close at all. Sorry, everyone. But remember, you can blame McKenna Inglis for this because she decided to take Kolby instead of one of the Bens and then left me Ben Katz. So just
our
saying,
fault,
I got
Lily.
left the winner.
Lily, it's
And that's what happens to you.
It's your fault as the pseudo McKenna Inglis.
And that's Dallas.
I obviously can't complain about my draft team. I had good vibes about them both going into the season, and they both impressed me throughout, making it to the final three, both of them. Obviously, really hard for any of the rest of you to overcome such a power duo, but it's so fun to watch them. And I think what's really nice is watching their like flawed games and reflecting on their flawed games, and all the conversations I get to have with them. And after the snuff has just been so fantastic to dissect their gameplays and really reflect on this experience. So I'm honestly very honored to have gotten these two and had the opportunity to talk to them so late in the game, because that means I win. And that's really what matters here. But anyways, that's a wrap on Corkscrew Cove. Like that's it. Here we are. After the stuff is done for the season, but don't worry. You know we're coming back. Dynamic Character Productions will never die. We have another season coming out soon-ish. And it's also going to be a fun ride. So tune in. Ian, Lily, you guys hosted this season. Any final words for our viewers and our contestants on it?
Yeah, I just like adore every single one of them. This was the first game that I hosted, so they're all like in my little crib, or they're on their beds with sandwiches. Like if any of them needed me to hide a body, I would literally do it for any of them. Well, and so I just like adore all of them, and it's been a really great experience, not only with the Castaways, but with everybody that was played a part in it on production. So thanks again. It was great to watch everyone play.
Yeah, I can't really put it any better, I guess, than Lilith. Yeah, just season after season, just really appreciate both players and prod. They get something that I like forget about during the year, and then while it's going on, it's very evident that everyone puts a lot into it. So can't be too thankful, or can't overstate my thankfulness. And we're working on the next thing, so see you whenever the hell that is.
And then, like I said, that's it. That's a wrap on Corkscrew Cove. Make sure you tune in so you know when our next season, Como Bluff, begins airing.